Hi, how are you? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Delilah. Nice to meet you. I am currently down over 230 pounds. 120 of those pounds was done on my own prior to a 1-year stall, where they then got some medical diagnoses that allowed me to begin the homie Mounjaro. Since beginning the homeboy, I get the opportunity to once again continue to lose weight and get control of a lot of my health conditions that I did not have control of before. It has been quite a journey. I have about 130-ish pounds left to lose to get to my first goal of between 125 and 135 pounds. I do have a 10-pound range, but if any of that sounds interesting to you, please feel free to go ahead and join the family. We'd love to get to know you better and support you in your journey. So today we are doing this week's weigh-in. Remember I told you guys that I am switching my injection days, which means I'm switching my weigh-in days. So I have been injecting on Wednesdays, every single Wednesday, with the exception of a couple of weeks here and there where I had to change it due to medical things. But outside of that, I have done my injection every Wednesday. I have since changed it to be Mondays because now my days off of work are going to change, and now I'm going to be off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And the last 2 days tend to be when I'm at the most snacky. I have the least amount of appetite suppression during those last 2 days than I do the entire week. So I have decided to move my injection day to Monday so that I have fresh suppression Tuesday and Wednesday when I'm off of work to help combat my boredom eating. I eat out of boredom. I am an emotional eater. I am a boredom eater. I am a recovering BED haver, some other eds that I'd like to do everything that I can to discourage from, popping back out. So I am changing that day, which means that I was doing my injection on Wednesday, and then I was weighing in on Mondays because I would film on Mondays and show you guys on Wednesday. So now I'm doing the injections on Mondays and now weighing in on Friday. Okay. So, let's just get right into this because last week I was down 0.8 pounds. For those of you that don't know, I was on some antibiotics, which caused me to gain some weight because I was very constipated. Not antibiotics, steroids. Steroids cause me to become constipated. It is a known side effect, and it is something that always happens to me every time I take large doses of steroids. So I had to do that to combat some lung issues that I was having. And now I am finally moving again. And I hope that that means that the scale is also going to continue to move. Last week we weighed in at, so we had gained 2.2 pounds, not last week, but the week before. And then we came down 0.8 pounds. So I was at 252.8 last week. And this week we were 252.8 last week. Okay. So what were we today? For those of you that don't know, I do weigh in every single day. I do not look, but I do weigh in every single day. I only look on the days that I count as my official weigh-in day, right? When I weigh in every single day, my doctor can see the trends, right? Up or down or staying the same to help decide whether or not it's time to titrate up, however you say that word. But I don't look. I don't look at it because I just don't want that. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. No, but seriously, I'm afraid to look every day. I don't want to become obsessive. I don't want to do that kind of thing. But I do weigh in every single day. But my app tracks the trends for me. So I pull up my app, and here we are. Do you guys think I gained? Do you think I lost? Do you think I remained the same? Don't worry, I'll give you a minute. Don't worry, I'll give you a minute to put in your guess in the comments, and let's see if you were right. Again, last week I weighed in at 252.8. This week I weighed in at 248.7. That is the lowest amount that I have weighed during this journey, which is pretty exciting to me. We really appreciate that. 252.8 minus 248.7. We are 4.1 pounds down this week. That is really, really exciting news to me because let me tell you, it has been a struggle seeing my weight go up and then suddenly losing only 0.8 pounds. I know that that is not an accurate measurement of this journey. It is part of the journey. So it is part of the measurements that I am using to be in this journey, right? The weight is part of it. I want to lose weight. I need to lose weight for my back, for my health, for my body, for my heart, for me, right? I need to do that for me. But it is not the only thing. I don't want to solely focus on that. I am still looking for my stupid measuring tape. I'm just gonna have to buy a new one, I guess, because I don't know where it's at. But I'm gonna keep looking for it, and then I'm gonna give myself until the end of the week. If I don't find it, I'm gonna buy a new one, and then we'll go back to measuring again, and then we can see what I weighed the last time versus now, or what my measurements were the last time versus now, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with 4.1 pounds. I hope next week is also a pretty decent amount of weight. The lowest adult weight that I have ever seen on the scale that I can recall as an actual adult was 235 pounds. And that was when I first moved to Texas. I had started at my normal 300 pounds, which is, where my baseline pretty much. I had gotten down to 235, and I did that in 5 months through low carb eating. And David and I would go to the gym 4 to 7 times a week, and we would spend about 2 hours there every time. And we did a lot of strength training. We did very little cardio. At this time, it was still very, very, very widely accepted that cardio was the only way that you were going to lose weight. And strength training was just an afterthought, right? Strength training was something that bodybuilders did. This is 8 years ago. This isn't, something that women mostly did unless they were like trying to be bodybuilders or, swimsuit models or stuff like that. Now it is far more understood that strength training is far more important than the cardio aspect. The cardio is good for your heart health, but it isn't the best thing for weight loss, right? The best thing is strength training. I am in a different place now. I'm older. I now have the AS, so the ankylosing spondylitis, whatever it's called, in my spine that we have been confirmed now. And I do have limitations to what I can do, but it's pretty exciting to see that I'm so close to being that lowest adult weight again. I had my heart set on being under 200 pounds by the end of this year. I don't know if that's possible. I guess we're going to find out, huh? We have October, November, and December left. So 3 months. Can I do it? Let's find out. That's a lot of weight to lose in 3 months, but we'll see. Is it possible? Yeah. I've done it before. Can I do it again? I don't know. I've done it before, but I didn't have these other underlying health conditions. I didn't have hypothyroidism. I didn't have type 2 diabetes. I guess I did have PCOS, but I just didn't know. I guess I did have the AS and I didn't know. I did have fibromyalgia, but I wasn't diagnosed yet. So, there's a lot of things that I have, or at least there are things that I have now that I didn't have then. And it can slow you down, and it's slowing me down, and that's okay. It is what it is. But I am going to shoot for the moon. And what's that saying? If you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. And that's okay. It is okay. I am going to put myself in the position where I'm shooting for these numbers. And if I don't make it, it is not the end of the world. But it would be super duper exciting to make it. I would love to hear how your week is I would love to hear how your week is going. Good, bad, ugly. I just want to be there to support you no matter what it is that you need support with, right? Like, I just want to hug you through it. I just want to be able to be there for you and listen to you and give you encouragement and celebrate with you. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I'd love to hear all about it. along with you sharing how your week is going and, you know, the good, bad, the ugly, let's go ahead and let's throw in that blowhorn with the confetti emoji, and let's throw all of that in the comments down below. Let me know you made it this far, and it just helps me to get to know you guys better. The interaction with you guys is what helps me to get to know you better. Not the emoji, but you guys sharing your story, you telling me, you know, how your week is going, what your goals are, how close you are to them, you know, what your struggles are. Those kinds of things help me to get to know you better. For those of you that also don't know, I do have a prayer journal, and every single one of you who, if I know your name or has ever made a comment in one of my videos before, I do write your name in my prayer journal. And if I get to know things about you, I leave about this much space for everybody's name. And as I get to know things about you, I include it in there because these are things that I uplift in my prayers. And it's just something that I personally love to do. And that is how I feel supporting you best, right? And so if you have never introduced yourself, if you have never said anything other than putting in the emoji, that's great, because I will put your handle in. And if you ever share more about you, then I have a place to put it in there for you. If you want to just say, hey, this is my name, by all means, then I can put your name in. You don't have to share it, but if you want to, I'm happy to do that. I am happy to learn more about you and to uplift those things in prayers for you. That's what I want to do for you. And if you want me to, I'm happy to just go ahead and supply the information. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go, but I'm going to give you your digital hugs first. And I will see you guys soon, okay? Bye.